I bought this when you were like, what is it, 4? That's how old this damn thing is. Look at that. All the way open, full range, halfway, and now at the nose. Oh, dude, this is sweet. I like this. This is pretty cool. Hello, this is Bino. I'm an arborist and a certified tree worker. What I'm going to do today is talk about cleaning carabiners. I have a couple of carabiners that really aren't working well, and I have one that just sounded kind of dirty. So what I'm going to do is just go through some of the steps that I'll do when I clean carabiners. All right, let's get to it. So here I have a fairly new carabiner, but what I was noticing when I think I dropped it in some dirt. I don't know, you can't really hear it, but I could feel like grittiness and the way it sounds. Now I have 2 other older ones that they aren't really passing inspection. This one it might be kind of close to time to retire because it's got kind of a lot of like wear markings, but I'd still want to clean it and see what I can do about having it shut properly. So in an inspection, this one will probably pass. So what you'll do on carabiner inspection, you'll bring it all the way full range, let go, and then you do it like it halfway, and then you let go, and this should close and lock. And then the final one would be halfway on the nose. So you just hold it and you go halfway on the nose, and when you let go, now it closes. That's what you want to see, and it locks. So on these ones, so I'll do the full range on this one. It locks, and then do the half one. It locks, and now when I go to the halfway on the nose, it doesn't budge, and it holds up. So that would be a failed inspection, and I shouldn't use this carabiner. So we're going to see what happens after I clean it. Now this one, do the same thing, full range, it locks, then you do halfway, and it locks, and now we go halfway on the nose, and then it doesn't lock. It hangs up. So that would be failed inspection and one you wouldn't want to use. So next we're going to do is show you how we clean it. So what I'm going to use is I'm just going to use some dishwashing soap. They say it's best if it's pH neutral. I'm not really sure if this one is, but it's what I have, and so I'm going to use this. Throw a bit of like soap in the container, and then I'm going to, let me get this toothbrush out of the way. I'm going to get the bucket of water, and I'll pour some water in it. Let's see here. And then what I'm going to do next to it, I'm just going to get a little bit of water over here. They say you can use some warm water if you like. It shouldn't be like over hot. And this is just cold water. Okay. So I'll start with the newer one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to start working the gate, opening and closing it, and see if there's any dust in there. Hopefully it kind of dislodges it. And then I'll get the brush and I'll open up. I'll scrub the nose a little, and on both sides. I want to get inside of the gate, around the carabiner hinge, go around the edges of it, work it again. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go to the clean water, soak it, submerge it, open it and close it. Oops. Keep on opening it, closing it. And for now, what I'm going to do is I'll just leave it there, and I'll move to the next one. I'm going to get it, submerge it in the water, open it, and close it. Keep on working it. This is really not wanting to open and close in the water. It's slipping out of my hand. All right, I'm going to open, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll scrub the nose, the edge inside of the channel here on the hinge. Open and closing. Do a few more times. It's a little bit tough. The water is making it slippery. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it to the rinse section. Just submerge it, open it and close it. All right. And I'll just leave it to the side. And I'll get the final one. Open it up. Open it and close it. shake it around a little. And then I'll clean the nose just like all the others. And the hinge, you want to get into that hinge as much as you can. Swirl it around a little. Okay, throw it inside the fresh water. Let me get this one out of the way. I'll drop it. Oh shit. Okay. You just want to shake it around and move it. See if you can rinse it really quick. All right. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to do with a rag, I'm just going to dry them up. I'm going to dry it up. The hinge. And inside the best I can here. And I'll set that off to the side. Now after I dry these up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go hang them up with the hinge facing downward. Let's see what we can do. Dry the nose. If you have air, compressed air, it's a good way to dry them up. I think if you got to be careful if you have high power, you don't want to blast the inside, you can mess something up. With a little bit of air, if you have that, it's something you can do. I don't have a compressor, so I'm just going to use this rag. And then I'll hang them, and then we'll get back to let me see the last one. Alrighty. Dry it really good. Open up the nose. Dry off the nose, and then that channel here. Alrighty. So soaped them up and rinsed them. Now next I'll go hang them up. So now what I'm going to do is I'll open them up and hang them on this rope here. I'll have the hinge facing downward. I'm going to put them all together and let them dry out completely before I decide to oil them up. Alrighty. So now we'll just let them dry, and next we'll do is the oiling. Now that we've let them dry, I'm going to take them and we'll oil them up front. All right, let's do it. I'm going to use some of this Warfega deck oil. We use this at work and it works really great. I had some Carabiners that I thought I was going to throw away. We washed them and we use this, and now we're still using them. So I'll start with a small one here. This one was actually working pretty good. So I'll throw a little inside you don't need a whole lot. I'll throw some inside the mechanism here. And then I'm going to do it in the hinge. Okay. Oh, shoot. And I'm going to move it. Now, before this one was kind of sounding gritty because I had some dirt in it. So let me do the test on this. The mid test, and then the nose. Yeah, this one was working great. So I'm going to wipe this one off. Now this one right here wasn't working very well either. So let's see how this fares. I'll squirt some inside in here. And then also I'll do the gate. Move it around. Wipe it, and then I'll see if this works any better. Kind of still wants to get stuck right here. Let me see. Just give it a little get a bit more. All right. Let's see what happens. Oh, the whole way, halfway. I don't know if it's going to work on the nose. Actually, it worked on the nose. Let me try it again. All right, it's working now. So maybe a little bit more working, and then I'll try it again. But it was really catching on that nose. And then the last one, this is my oldest one, and I wasn't really sure if I'd get this one. I don't know, it looks pretty old. I don't know if I'm going to use it for climbing anymore, but it doesn't hurt to try out to see if I can get it to work. So full range, it was really sticking there. Half range, not even closing. And then in the nose, not even close. So I'm going to open that up. Let's see if I can hold this right. Throw some inside. Oops, that was quite a bit. Oh shit, sorry. And on the hinge. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get it to go inside a little more. I'm gonna work it. Get this out of the way. Yeah, I actually just work it a little bit. I can feel it. It's getting a little bit better at opening and closing. Wipe it a little. I might even use a little bit more. So let's do the test again. The full range, it closes. Half range, it actually closes. And then we're half on the nose, and it's closing. Actually, this is working pretty decent. I wasn't expecting it. Maybe not. I wasn't expecting it to close so well. I'm going to give it a little bit more and see what happens. You don't really need a lot. Oops. And yeah, I just dose it with a bunch. Here we go. All right, I'll do halfway on the nose, and it's starting to close. That's actually pretty good. All right. Well, there you have it. Washing Carabiners using some of that, liquid soap, some water, warm water, moving it around, seeing what you can get out of it, letting them dry, and then using this Forfega duck oil. It's really good for Carabiners. Honestly, this Carabiner is really old, and I'm probably not going to use it for climbing, but it's really good to see that it's closing now, that even on halfway on the nose. Well, there you go. Well, there you have it, how to clean Carabiners. You don't need anything special. You saw we just had water with some soap, washed it out, maneuvered it in the water until some of the dust came out. Then we dried it really well, and then we used some of this Forfega duck oil, and you saw how well it really makes it work. Like I said, if you start to use it and it doesn't work very well, just maneuver it a little bit more, back and forth, and then give it a little bit more oil, and then there you go. This one's actually working pretty great. A little bit halfway on the nose and it's closing. That's pretty amazing. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you like what we do, and by all means share our videos. Take care. We'll see you later.